Assalamu alaikum, hope you all are doing well. So a lot of people requested me to make the Leches cake or 3 milk cake recipe in an easier way. So here I come with a very easy recipe and good to make recipe, or inshallah you will enjoy making it and eating it as well. So let's get started. So this recipe consists of multiple steps, but I'm gonna take it one by one, and you can just see if you miss anything. You can just go to the description, and I have mentioned all the recipe and all the details in it. And I'm gonna share the tips and the tricks for this recipe as well. So for the start, I have taken 5 eggs, separated them. I have egg yolks over here and egg whites over here. So I have separated them. Make sure there's no egg yolk in the egg whites. So for the 5 egg yolks, I'm gonna add 1 cup of sugar and I'm gonna beat it until it becomes nice and creamy. So now I have taken 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna put a pinch of salt in it and 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda. And I'm gonna give it a very quick mix until it's well combined. Just a quick mix. Now I'm gonna put this mixture into this mixture, but gradually, and we keep on beating it. When you see it become a little crumbly, I'm gonna add a 3/4 cup of milk, and then I'm gonna put vanilla essence around 1 teaspoon. So our egg yolk mixture is ready. Now I'm gonna beat the egg whites. Make sure the attachment of your hand beater or the beater is completely dry and washed and clean. Otherwise, it won't give the same puffy effect. So we're gonna beat it until the stiff peak starts to appear. So our egg white is nice and stiff. Now I'm gonna fold the egg white into the egg yolk mixture with very light hand, and I'm gonna keep on folding the same way in the same pattern until you stop seeing any egg white lumps in it. So you have to keep on adding it gradually, so it will help you to combine it well. So I have taken a baking dish. You can take any baking dish you want. I usually serve this cake into the same baking dish because when you put the milk mixture, it's gonna stay. Otherwise, it's gonna leak out and the upper part of the cake starts to dry. So I just keep it in. It's your call. You can, if you want to remove it, you can remove it. So I'm gonna grease it with some butter, and this is the quickest way I usually found to grease the tray. This is 9 by 13 tray, and I'm gonna serve again this mixture, the cake into this pan. And I have preheated my oven for a good 20 minutes for 350 Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius. For 20 minutes, we're gonna bake it, 20 to 25 minutes. I'm gonna pour this mixture on top of it, and our sponge is ready to go. And this is a basic sponge cake recipe, and it this recipe makes a good size cake. So if you don't have a bigger mold, use 2 molds. It's gonna puff up like to the edge of this pan. So I'm gonna bake it up again for a good 20 to 25 minutes. I'm gonna prick it and see if the cake is done or not, then we are good to go. So the cake was baking around for 25 minutes, and now when I insert the toothpick, it just comes out pretty neat, and I'm gonna let it stay on the room temperature until it's completely cooled down, and I'm gonna transfer it into a fridge until it's good chilled around 2 to 3 hours. The chilled the better. So what happened, you when you'll take it out from the oven, you'll see a little bump on it, but eventually it's gonna straighten it up, which will become easier for us to put our syrup and put the whipping cream on top. So we'll meet you inshallah after a good 22 hours or 2 to 3 hours. So let's make sauce for a 3 milk cake. So technically this cake is called 3 milk because we add three kind of milks to its syrup. So for the syrup, I'm gonna take 1 cup of milk, evaporated milk, around 3/4 cup. If you don't have evaporated milk, it's fine. You can use heavy cream. So now I'm gonna put condensed milk to it. This is 300 ml condensed milk. I'm gonna put around 200 ml. If you want to measure from a cup, that would be half a cup. And I'm gonna stir it and let it rest in a fridge. So for the topping or icing, I'm gonna whip some whipping cream. This is almost 1 liter. I'll take half of it, like 500 ml. Roughly, it's your call. If you want too much cream, go for it. And I'm gonna whip it until it's nice and firm. And this cream doesn't have any sugar in it, no essence, no sugar. So I'm gonna mix it well, and then we'll continue. So it's been 2 hours. Our cake was in the fridge and it's super chilled now. And our mixture is ready. I forgot to add vanilla essence to it. I'm gonna add around half a teaspoon because it's a sponge cake, so you will feel a little fragrance and little smell of the egg. And again, I'm gonna mix it well. So I'm gonna put all the ingredients list in the description. So don't forget to check that out. So I'm gonna break this cake very nicely, and I'm gonna put a good amount of holes in it. So when we put the syrup in, so syrup will go directly inside it. Here we go. The cake is ready for the topping. I'm gonna pour this mixture on top. Now this sponge will soak all the milk and will become super soft and juicy. I'm gonna let it sit for half an hour in a fridge, and after a while the mixture will be absorbed by the cake. So I'm gonna So after a 20 minutes, you can see the syrup has been absorbed by the sponge and it's become super soft. Now I'm gonna pipe it out the whipping cream on top. You can just put it as it is. It just makes it little fancy. That's it. So our cake is ready. I know it takes a little time to make this cake, but to be honest, it's not just a cake. It's a delightful delight. You should try it. Also, you can just take the cake out of from the mold and put it in an open service like any other cake before you put the syrup in it. So you remove the sponge, put syrup in, frost it, and good to go. But I just keep it in it because all the syrup will stay inside it. That's only the trick. I hope my camera can focus how moist and soft it looks from inside. And if you have time, just leave it overnight. And thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well. Thanks a lot.